time has come. This is it. We're dynoing the 3-rotor, and it's a nice night. I want to see what she puts down. This is on just the street ports. This is not using the peripheral ports. So I'm not expecting big numbers like this, but I would like to see over 300. That's a good number for a NA 20B like this. Let's see what she puts down. I'm really kind of anxious. I don't know what to really expect out of this. I've never had this setup on my dyno before. I've never had an NA 3-rotor on the dyno before. So let me know what you guys think it's going to throw down. Put it in the comments. I'm really excited. Carla's excited too. So let's see. This is going to sound freaking amazing.
So good.
There you go, 300 horsepower. That's on the street ports alone. That's pretty sick for a NA 3-rotor. I would love to see what this thing does. I'm sure it's going to be about 400 horsepower on the peripheral ports when we get the intake for those. So stay tuned for that. Really happy with this car as it is. I mean, what a monster! What a sound! You just don't get that from anything else. So there you have it. 300 wheel horsepower out of the 3-rotor. And again, that is only on the street ports. That's not using the semi-peripheral ports. The peripheral ports are closed off right now. It's restricted for the class racing that was being done with the car. They're limited to 300 horsepower. So long story short, I have the intake manifold coming for it that is going to open those peripheral ports I just spoke with Logan from Defined Auto Works last night, and he is making good progress on that setup now, and I'm hoping to have it in the next week or two. So if you guys haven't checked out Logan, he is one of the most slept on rotary guys as far as I'm concerned. He's got a 4 rotor, he does 3 rotors, 2 rotors, turbo, NA, you name it. He is one of the best rotary guys in the game, and I was lucky enough to go visit him up in Pataskala, Ohio at his shop and actually see firsthand his car and a couple of things he's got going on. Really cool dude. Can't wait to get the intake manifold from him and unleash the 3 rotor. I'm hoping for anywhere 350 to the wheel and up. That would be fantastic. The car feels crazy. It only weighs 2,500 pounds. So it's in Miata weight territory, making that kind of power. It's a potent setup. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys like that video. In the meantime, I got some more scooter stuff. Those of you who are just getting to this channel now that haven't seen, I built some crazy scooters as well. This is my drag scooter, and I've got an Aerox, one of the only Aeroxes in the USA. So I am slowly going through this. It's got a 70cc metric kit SP cylinder on it. Huh? Put nitrous on that thing too? No? Why? You all right, Marcus?
No.
He's not all right.
I have a wheelchair.
He does have a wheelchair, but there's nothing wrong with having a wheelchair, dude. Don't hate. Anyway, I'm going through the Aerox, and I'm not really going crazy with it. It has, like I said, the metric kit cylinder on it with the crank and this little pipe. So it runs pretty good, makes about 12 horsepower to the wheel with this setup. I actually did put the Yasuni C16 on it. I didn't like the way it ran. It did make more top end power. It ended up making like 16 horsepower, which is crazy up top, but I felt like it was struggling to get there, and it just wasn't an overall good fit. I like the low end torque of this setup, and I like the way that it gets out of the hole. So I'm gonna stick with this for now. It's a good driving setup, and we'll readdress that as we go. I might need to do some porting to make that pipe work. In the meantime, I have a little brake upgrade and a little light upgrade that I'm gonna be doing. So I got the, it's in here, we'll take it out. I got the Stage 6 RT 4-piston caliper from Scooter Swap Shop. Brandon hooked it up, big thanks to you. And we got the Cyclops Adventure Sports headlight. This is not really for this bike, but it is, should be the right size bulb, so I'm gonna test this out. This, from my research, is the brightest LED I can get for this setup, because this light is complete garbage from the factory. Nothing, I mean, it's literally like an indicator light. You can see this halogen bulb in there. It is ridiculous. So we're gonna take that out. We're gonna put these on here. The braking should be significantly improved. I like the Brembo, and it's a good brake, but I want more instantaneous grab. I like to just touch the lever and feel the brakes. So we're gonna be doing that, and I also have a set of pads for the rear that are coming in. They're not here yet, but I'm gonna do some double H EBCs in the back here, which in my experience has been a pretty good pad. So that should round off the braking for it. But let's get this stuff open now and take a look at what we got. Here you can see the brake out of the box. We got our 4-piston Stage 6 caliper. Not gonna lie, I don't like this stupid sticker. I wish that was like actually painted or something. But anyway, here's the caliper. Here's the caliper bracket, which will never focus, of course. There we go. You can see Stage 6. And then here's the rotor. So the rotor was a used rotor that he had, but it's in good shape. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this one on. And you can see the size difference right here. I mean, it is significant. So that's gonna make a big difference in braking. And it's gonna fill up this wheel well area pretty decently. So what we gotta do is we gotta get the wheel off so that we can transfer this rotor to it. And then the caliper just bolts right on via this bracket. So pretty simple after we get that stuff onto it. So let's go ahead and get started and get this thing together. All right, we've got the bike in the air. Here's the wheel off. 3 bolts. This comes off. New one goes on. Much better. Look at that. Wheel back on. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the old caliper, put the new hanger on, and then bolt the new caliper on. And just like that, we are done. So this is all mounted up. Went ahead and hooked the line up, filled up with fluid. I'm bleeding it now. I've got the handlebar here. I've got the lever zip tied to the bar. We're going to let all the air out, make sure that that gets nice and tight, and then we'll take it and break it in, get these pads bedded with this rotor. I think it looks good. It's a lot better than that dinky little stock rotor, so that should round out the front end. It'll stop pretty good. So now we're going to install the light. This light is horrible, I'm telling you. I'll try and do a comparison, but there's just no comparison. It's ridiculous. There's the stock light. You can see, I mean, it barely shows up on my hand. I'm like this close to it, so let's see what that new one does. So here we go. 3600 lumen LED headlight module. So this is from Cyclops Adventure Sports, and then we got this load balancer that goes with it because this is LED, and on an AC system it starts to lose voltage as it gets down, you know, in RPM and stuff. So this should balance that out and make this whole setup work. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of here and get it into the bike. Installation should be easy peasy from my expectations. Alright, so we got the new bulb in, and it is significantly brighter. Camera's gonna adjust obviously for the brightness, but I can tell you that it is definitely throwing out more light. You can see it. So we'll see how that does at night, and hopefully that gives us a little more light. This also has low and high beam, so not sure how much of a difference that's gonna make, but we'll see. Okay. So the brake is on. Completely. Wow. On the verge of locking up the tire, and I'm just getting into it. I think as this brake gets broken in, as it gets bedded in, it's just going to get really nice and responsive.